The name Ted Bundy sends chills down the spine of anyone familiar with true crime. He was charming, intelligent, and, on the surface, the least likely suspect for the gruesome acts he committed. Behind the well-groomed law student facade was a ruthless serial killer who left a trail of terror across multiple states in the 1970s. He was meticulous, elusive, and a master of deception, until he made one fatal mistake that led to his final arrest. This is the gripping story of how one of America's most notorious serial killers was finally captured, an ending shaped by arrogance, coincidence, and the unwavering determination of law enforcement. Between 1974 and 1978, Ted Bundy brutally murdered more than 30 women, though the real number remains unknown. His method was as cunning as it was sinister. He would often feign injury using a fake cast or sling to lure unsuspecting young women into helping him. Once they let their guard down, he would abduct, assault, and murder them in horrifyingly calculated ways. Bundy's ability to blend in made him especially dangerous. He committed crimes in multiple states, including Washington, Oregon, Utah, Colorado, Idaho, and Florida, always staying one step ahead of law enforcement. His legal knowledge and charismatic persona allowed him to manipulate people, including prison guards, on multiple occasions. He even escaped from jail twice, but every predator makes mistakes. On August 16, 1975, Utah police officer Bob Hayward noticed a Volkswagen Beetle lingering in a residential area late at night. The car took off as soon as the officer approached. Suspicious, Hayward pulled the vehicle over. Inside, Bundy sat calm and collected until the officer found a strange collection of items in his car: a crowbar, handcuffs, a ski mask, rope, and a flashlight. Though it was not enough to arrest him for murder, the items were enough to charge him with possession of burglary tools. That arrest set off a chain of investigations linking Bundy to multiple missing women. Witnesses began identifying him, and for the first time, authorities knew they had a serial predator on their hands. But Bundy wasn't finished playing his twisted game. As Bundy awaited trial, he did the unthinkable. He escaped twice. First escape, Aspen, Colorado, June 1977. While awaiting a hearing for the murder of Karen Campbell, Bundy was given access to the courthouse law library. Under the pretense of studying legal materials, he leaped from a second-story window and vanished into the mountains. Authorities scoured the area, but Bundy had disappeared 6 days later. He was caught stealing a car. Second escape, Glenwood Springs, Colorado, December 1977. This time, Bundy's escape was even more daring. He had meticulously lost weight, allowing him to squeeze through a hole in the ceiling of his jail cell. He climbed into the building's crawl space and made his way out undetected. Authorities didn't realize he was missing for 17 hours. By then, Bundy was already on a bus to Florida. In January 1978, Bundy arrived in Tallahassee, Florida under the alias Chris Hagen. His murderous urges spiraled out of control. On January 15, 1978, Bundy committed one of the most horrifying crimes in American history: the Chi Omega sorority house attack at Florida State University. He brutally beat and murdered 2 women, seriously injuring 2 others, all within a matter of minutes. Just a few weeks later, Bundy abducted 12-year-old Kimberly Leach, his youngest known victim. Her disappearance sent shockwaves across Florida, intensifying the hunt for the mystery killer. Bundy's final arrest came not from a complex investigation, but from reckless arrogance. On February 15, 1978, Officer David Lee of the Pensacola Police Department pulled over a stolen orange Volkswagen Beetle. Bundy, realizing he was caught, attempted to flee, but was tackled by the officer. As he was subdued, he fought violently, screaming, "Kill me!" But the officer had no idea at the time that he had just captured one of the most wanted men in America. At the police station, Bundy gave a fake name, but his cocky demeanor raised suspicion. It wasn't until authorities compared his fingerprints that they realized they had Ted Bundy, a fugitive serial killer and one of the FBI's most wanted. The trial that followed was one of the most sensationalized in United States history. Bundy, always the narcissist, represented himself in court. But the evidence was overwhelming. Bite mark analysis, eyewitness testimony, and physical evidence linked him to the Chi Omega murders. On July 24, 1979, Bundy was found guilty and sentenced to death. A year later, he was convicted of Kimberly Leach's murder, earning a second death sentence. He was executed in the electric chair on January 24, 1989. Outside the prison, crowds cheered, celebrated, and held signs reading "Burn, Bundy, burn." Ted Bundy's reign of terror ended not with a grand FBI takedown but with a simple traffic stop. His overconfidence and recklessness led to his downfall. His case serves as a chilling reminder that evil can wear an innocent smile. It teaches us that monsters don't always look like monsters. For more shocking true crime stories, subscribe to True Crime Files and turn on notifications. You never know what terrifying story we'll uncover next.